Hello everybody, and thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel. If you've been around at my channel before, maybe you've subscribed, welcome back. And if you're brand new, great to have you. I hope you enjoy what you see and hear. Today we are going to do a critical review of a Solar Type G guitar in Purple Burst, which looks something like this. It's a wonderful guitar, looks fantastic, and we're going to talk about that today. However, before I get into this particular guitar, again, thank you for joining me today, and please, if you like what you hear and like what you see, hopefully you'll take a moment to subscribe to my channel. I do have a goal of reaching 50 subscribers by March. This is a relatively new channel, so if you'd be kind enough to subscribe, you'd really be, helping a metal brother out, if you will, okay? And it would be greatly appreciated. In return for subscribing and taking that time to do that, I will always do my best to put out some hopefully interesting comment and interesting guitar playing as well. So now let's get to the review. One Solar Type G guitar. So this guitar cost me $849, plus $200 for the case, plus another $140 in taxes and additional tariffs, and I bought a t-shirt, so this cost me roughly a little over $1,100, but it is worth it. All right, so truth be told, I also have another Solar. I have a Type A guitar, Type A series, which I love this guitar as well. It is absolutely fantastic, and I simply... Here we go. I simply adored that guitar as well. I love the Purple Burst color. It's kind of like dark, eerie, kind of gothy, kind of evil feeling, at the same time not being black. So I thought it would be cool to get the G series in the same color. Actually, the red one was sold out, so I ended up getting this guy, and I'm very happy with it. So let's start with the review. First things first. I got the guitar. It took Solar 4 days to get the guitar to me. I placed the order on a Friday. There's no shipping on Saturday and Sundays. So I got the guitar on Thursday. That was a great turnaround time considering it was coming from, where the heck was it coming from? Spain. It was coming from Spain after being manufactured and whatnot in Indonesia. So the turnaround time was great. I got the guitar. I unboxed it, opened up the case, and the first thing I could see was a really nice work of art. It was just absolutely beautiful, and very, very pleased with it aesthetically. I took the case, went downstairs to my studio, and I started to play around with the guitar. The first thing I could tell right off the bat was, and this is expected, the neck was bowed, and didn't really want to stay in tune all that well. Didn't sound right, certainly wasn't intonated properly. But it went from Indonesia to Spain to Germany, and then to Newark Airport, and then to the town that I'm in New Jersey, getting bounced around in a UPS truck and on airplanes. And we all know how much UPS drivers really care for everything that they handle. So that was just to be expected. I really wasn't worried about it. What really pleased me was when I tested out the guitar, although I didn't necessarily find it, playable at that particular point. When I checked for frets protruding out from the neck, the fretwork was just ideal and perfect. The neck was great. I tested the pickups. I tested the pots to make sure everything sounded right and was grounded right. Like I said, guitar wasn't ideally playable, but I could tell I was going to be in for a treat. So the next day I went off to my local store, and I visited my friend Anthony, who is the guitar technician over there. He took a look over at the guitar, and we especially together looked at the neck to make sure there was no cracks. We all know the story with those. However, this guitar does not come with an ebony neck, a more sensitive wood, which Solar seems to have some problems with in the past. This guitar, as well as my other A series guitar, come with roasted maple neck, so that changes things up a bit. And once again, it was, a good choice that I made because the neck is in perfect condition. When Anthony took a look at it, he says, this guitar looks great. He doesn't perceive any problems. A few days later, he gave me a call back, said, the guitar is all set up. Come and try it out. I played it a little bit in the store, and it was just a dream, and I was just so excited to get it home. I took it home, played it, and, it stayed in tune, it sounded great, and just plays like a shredding metal machine like you wouldn't believe. Basically, it plays as fantastic as the A series, which I kind of just showed you before. The guitar was just impeccably amazing. Now, I've had the guitar now for almost a month and been playing it a lot, and I love it. Absolutely love this guitar. There's nothing not to love. It stays in tune, unlike a Gibson. It's powerful sounding. It's powerful looking. It sits very nicely, on your body. It doesn't have much neck dive, if any at all. So it's got, just checks off all the boxes. And again, that neck was in the greatest of greatest shapes. So again, exceptionally pleased. And I think Solar has knocked it out of the park again, this time with a G Series guitar. And I actually do hope to buy another Solar guitar, maybe a year down the road. I can't just keep spending $1,000 every month. I wish I could, but that's, not going to be the case. This guitar is wonderful. And a matter of fact, when I was talking to Anthony over at the store, he said he took a lot of time in playing it as well and really enjoyed it. I'm not sure if he really wanted to give it back as quickly as he did, but he's a professional and he did, and that's a great thing. So, zero complaints on this guitar. It is just amazing. It looks great. It sounds great. I'm just so pleased with it. The tuners, I don't want to say they're the best of the best because they're not, but they are certainly doing the job. The nut is solid. No issues there. Once the neck got adjusted, the action pretty much automatically dropped down, and the action on this thing is incredible. You can chug like there's no tomorrow, but at the same time, you can shred on it as well. Both pickups have fantastic sound. No issues with the toggles. Any of the routing on the guitar for the manufacturing was just perfect, spot on. And the push-pull knobs over here also routed perfectly and work great. Every aspect of the pickups, both the bridge and the neck pickups, are just perfect. However, with all that good stuff said, there is one thing which is different about this guitar than the A series. And I was a little bit concerned about this, but I was going ahead with the purchase anyway because it's a surprise, I guess. And sometimes you just have to go with what's happening and what you have. This guitar comes with the Solar Duncan pickups, as opposed to the A series that I have, which comes with the Solar Duncan Plus pickups. And having the Solar Duncan Plus when I ordered that guitar was definitely, well, for lack of a better term, it was a plus in my book. I thought, getting more gain, more sustain, more punch out of the guitar would work very, very well for me. So now I have the G series that doesn't have the Plus pickups. And truthfully, I could say there is a difference in the sound. The sound is a pinch weaker. I don't necessarily want to say thinner, but it's a bit weaker. Doesn't have as much of a kick in the ass as the Solar Duncan Plus. But I guess that's to be expected. However, I will give some props to Glenn Fricker. He says, pickups aren't going to make the greatest huge difference unless you're going to go from, passive to non-passive pickups. If I was going to put Fishmans or EMGs in here, it would probably make a really big difference. If I was still going to put a passive pickup on there, it wouldn't make too much of a difference at all. So, with that said, there is a little bit of a difference in the sound. However, I don't even need to adjust pedals or buy extra pedals to compensate for that whatsoever. Really, what I just need to do is change up my amp settings a little bit, and then I was able to match the sound of the other Solar guitar. I play mostly through a EVH Iconic. I currently keep my gain at 6 on that guitar, and the bass is usually in the same level-ish as well. And I currently keep my gain at 6 on that guitar, and the bass is usually in the same level-ish as well. And I kicked up the gain about somewhere now between 6 and 7, a little closer to 7, and I punched up the bass on it just a little tiny bit, and boom, the sound was just ideal. So I will definitely say that this guitar is worth every single penny. And I really do like Solar guitars. I like what they stand for, and I really enjoy the products that they're putting out as well, and I look forward to getting more in the near future as well. So hopefully that helps you and maybe even encourages you to buy one of these guys. In the next portion of the this video, I'm going to put a short little video of a swola that I did using this guitar, so you'll be able to hear it in a mix. So hopefully you enjoyed everything that I had to say. If you disagree or agree with what I have to say, please leave comments. I would love to absolutely hear from you. And again, if you find it in you, please take a moment to like and subscribe. It would mean a whole lot to me. All right, so enjoy the video that comes afterwards of how this guitar sounds in the mix. And stay well, stay metal, stay healthy, and I will see you in the next video. Peace to you all. Thank you.